In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 secret base locations on Ark Survival Evolved on the island. This video is mainly geared towards newer players, or maybe some older players that are now just making their way back to Ark and looking to have a fresh new experience. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And with that, let's get into the very first base location and enjoy. Number 5. We're here at latitude 52.7 and longitude 83.1. Now, what I like about this base location is it's pretty small and it's hidden out of the way. It's perfect for a 1 to 2 man tribe. So, if you're a solo player and you're looking and you just join a server, or maybe you are just playing solo, this is a good base location. It's hidden, it's out of the way. There is a very small number of nodes or natural resources inside. Now, of course, those will despawn once you build in here, but when you just come outside, as you can see, you've got plenty of wood and stone all the way around. So it is a pretty good base location to start off with. It's not the best, but it's definitely good enough to be at number 5. At number 4, we are at latitude 50.9, longitude 83.4. So this base location is very close to number 5. So what you want to do is you want to make your way up here and come into this little hidden location here. Now this location is, I would say, a fair bit smaller than number 5 even. There is an extremely small number of natural resources inside for here to use. Honestly, I would say this base location is just for a solo player. You maybe 2 at most, but I'd argue just 1 player is enough for this base location. Why I have it at number 4 and not number 5 is because of this little ramp here. Again, if you're a new player playing on a new server, or even if you're a PvE player, I feel like this little ramp here, it makes it a lot more difficult for people to get tames up to you to try and attack you or raid you. And for PvE, for dinos to naturally come up and try and attack you, I feel like it's a bit more defendable. It's a bit smaller, so it's a bit easier to manage, and that's why this is why I have it at number 4. Herbivore Island. This can be found at latitude 86.1 and longitude 85.6. Now, experienced players will know this island very, very well. If you are a newer player, it is rather popular. Now, I feel like this video is geared towards newer players or older players that are coming back to play Ark for the first time, or not for the first time, but for a long time, Ark Ascended, etc. So, if you are on a new server, or if you're playing solo or PvE or anything like that, I feel like Herbivore Island is a very good island to start off at. Now, like its name, it is an island that is full of herbivore dinosaurs, so you don't have to deal with anything attacking you unless you attack it first, of course. It's very good for natural resources. You can get plenty of wood, stone, meat and hide from this island, from the dinos, trees and rocks. There is a small few of metal nodes on this island, as you can see. But of course, once you build on certain areas on this island, or if you build too large, those natural resources will of course stop spawning in those locations. I do recommend Herbivore Island if you are a larger tribe. Of course, it is a large island. It will be a lot harder to manage if you're in only a small 1 to 2 man tribe. There is a nice little area at the very back here. Once you knock out 2 or 3 of these rocks, there's a spot right in here. I feel like it's a pretty good location for a tribe to start building at, to start claiming this island. Now, if you are a small tribe of, maybe it's just yourself, maybe it's just you and a friend, I feel like this is a good spot to start off at. It's pretty well hidden. If you do get onto a server, or that's, it's pretty new, or maybe you're playing on a private server or anything like that, this is a good spot to start off with, because Herbivore Island is very good. Loads of natural resources. You can build out from this spot and go and hopefully take the rest of the island. That's number 3. Let's get on to number 2. Number 2, I'm at latitude 51.2 and longitude 83.1. Now, this base spot is very good. I'm actually a big fan of it. I really like this one. So once you come on inside here, as you can see, it's pretty sizable, and you've got a few natural resources inside. Again, like all the other spots, once you build in here, those are gone. But the downside to this one is it's got 2 entrances. So I definitely don't recommend this to a small tribe, or even a solo player. If you have a big enough tribe, I would definitely recommend coming in and trying to take this spot. It is close to spot 5 and 4. So again, any of the resources outside of 5 and 4, you will have also outside of this one. So you get your wood, your stone, etc. But yeah, like I said, this spot is a good spot if you're in a large enough tribe, because you need to try and hold down this area and block off those two entrances, which obviously will be a lot easier if you have a bigger tribe. But yeah, it's definitely a spot worth checking out. And let's get on to the next one. Number 1, we are at latitude 22.3 and longitude 41.0. So I feel like it's pretty obvious where this one is going to be. It's going to be in behind this waterfall here. Now, as you can see, we are obviously in the snowy region of the map. So let me just show you this here. So there, as you can see, we are just kind of in between the two formations of the two mountains or hillsides. Just follow the stream down. This will take you to this waterfall. So as you come inside here, as you can see, it's a small enough area. The reason why I have this at number 1 is because I feel like this is absolutely perfect for a 1 to 2 man tribe. It's hidden, it's out of the way, it's a very flat surface. The snowy area of the map is probably one of the hardest places to live in for a new player. So if you're a new to semi-experienced player, you just start up the game. Once you get your resources you need to get to the snow area, get to this spot. Build here, you're hidden, you're out of the way. As you can see, it is large enough to easily accommodate, honestly, maybe even 2 to 3 players, but definitely 1 to 2. You can build a big enough base spot here. Even if you're a bigger tribe and you have more players, you're more experienced, if you didn't know about this spot, you can use this spot just as well or even better. This is a great spot to keep some resources that you might not necessarily want to keep at your main base, or maybe you want to keep it as a kind of fob type area for when you want to restock, or if you're in a base nearby or anything like that. This is a great base location, so I definitely recommend this one, and that's why it's at number 1.